Good. This is good for him. Okay, maybe you should... Ooh, yikes. Wrong direction. Okay. Well, that was a little much. I really like this episode, actually. Is another one of Finn going a little over the edge, but I really liked it because, especially by the end, he learned his lesson. He did. He really did. Uh, and by the way, my whole thing of revenge, of not blaming him for revenge, was not to take his father's arm off, because that's a little crazy. But getting a hit on him was really deserved. But actually, I really like. I think that was a really nice scene. With PB dressed up as his father, because she has a black eye like right here, and that just made me like her a lot more because she was willing to go through that and get literally punched by this magical arm just for him. Like, that's really nice of her to do that. So actually, I think that was nice. That was nice to see. It was like the length she would go to make sure he's okay and stuff. But this whole episode was just kind of like a psyche trip into Finn's mind, essentially, and it played out very well. I think it worked very well, and he kind of got out of his system. So like by the end of it, he doesn't really feel the need to go exact revenge on his father. And really, the best course of action, if my camera would stop going out of focus every 5 minutes, is to just get over it. I'm sure his dad will show up again, and I'm sure it'll be a new problem we have to face. But unlike the Cloud Lady of just remembering your past and hating yourself, or exacting revenge like he wanted to do, even though I didn't blame him for wanting to do that, it still wasn't the right thing to do. You should probably just move on from it, which it seems like by the end of this, he wanted to move on from the situation. So it seems like we're going to kind of push that to the side until it shows itself again, probably later in the season, which is totally fine with me. I do want to know how his arm works, though, because it seems like she said it was clearly it's telekinetic, right? He can move things with his arm. I wonder what triggers it, because she said he had an emotional response trigger, wanting to get revenge on his dad, and that's what caused the arm to come out, which I'm guessing was triggered by the flower. I think PB said that. So I'm guessing his emotions control his arm, right? So I'm guessing he's gonna have to figure out how to control and his arm, so that way he can like do it on command. If that's something we have to go through, that would be really cool, because I would actually love for him to keep this arm permanently and like actually have him have superpowers essentially and learn to control it like over the season or something. That would be sick. But that's just me spitballing. I don't know. Maybe it's just a small plot device for like the next 10 episodes. I really don't know. But I really like the idea right now. And I'm excited to see how they pursue it, if they continue or decide to pursue it in any big or significant way down the line. But yeah, this was wonderful. Pretty slow paced, and that's totally fine. Just like the last episode of last season, it was slower paced, but I like these slower paced episodes because I feel like the episodes that rush themselves, you know, they aren't that great. But ones that take time down, like take time to slow down to focus on a character like Finn in this episode, for example, it's actually really nice. It gives you a nice insight into his mind, the way he's thinking, and just it really takes its time with him, and I really appreciate that because it's just really good for character building. But yeah, I don't know. This was great. I really like this, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.
So I guess we won't be needing this thing anymore. You want to do the honors?
Yes, I do.
The foundation. Oh. The arm, that's it. Yeah, in that episode, he's trying to just take out his anger. He thinks revenge or just taking the arm is gonna satisfy all his things. And that cloud person didn't give him the greatest advice, but just a solid and funny episode. But one also where he takes it too far. But PB kind of showing nice support there in the end. I think that's gonna be it. Yeah, solid episode. Does what it has to do. And that's about it. I will see you in the next one.
True. So I guess we won't be needing this thing anymore.
Kick it down? That thing will probably destroy so much. One board held it up. I knew that was going to happen. I am surprised the show acknowledged it, though. They knocked down the tower. I'm thinking that thing is so big, it went to outer space. He saw the portal to the other dimension, but he was losing oxygen. He fell down. Did he actually see the portal? I'm assuming he did. So we got high enough to know it is up there. What am I looking at? I'm looking at, like, I lost my mind. So so there is a portal out there, but then he blacked out because he ran out of oxygen. He was leaving the Earth's atmosphere. He built a tower so high with a telekinetic arm that he made because he contains so much power. So clearly something's up. Then I thought he really did get rescued by his father. I keep saying how I never trust the show, and the one time I actually let myself believe his father might be trying to tell him something, and he actually picked him up out of the atmosphere before Finn died. We find out it's PB in a suit, and we're literally just tricking Finn because he must have passed out, landed on the ground, and now they made him believe whatever so that his father wouldn't lose his arm, or he wouldn't use the telekinetic arm. It's total insanity, but none of it mattered because it ends up not being true at the end. PB was pretending she was Finn's father, but he still was able to create an arm with telekinetic abilities, and that arm had powers. He could literally just do whatever he wanted, basically. Like, I want to build a tower to the sky, and he could just float bricks and people and anything he wants to him and build it to, like, endless heights. Finn is obviously extremely powerful. We've known this. I've said it many times. He can't just be human. If he is, and this show is trying to make sense of things, it wouldn't really make a whole lot of sense how Finn is battling all these foes and always coming out on top. It's at some point it goes beyond the belief system. But if he's a god or the son of a god or some chosen one or something like that, which clearly he is, but I don't know. It can't be based on his father because his father ran out on him again. And his father didn't look like he was all that bad because he was trapped in the Citadel. So I don't know. Like, the whole thing's confusing. Was Finn just a thing that became the chosen one, or is he even the chosen one? Maybe it has nothing to do with his parents or his lineage. Maybe he just is. And why did Jake's father raise him? I feel like it was all to set him up to teach him. Like, Jake's father was some crazy dungeon guy. Maybe it was all done like Finn was given to Jake's father, not because his parents didn't want him, but because he needed to learn and he needed Jake to grow up and learn these things. And that's how they were brought together. Maybe it isn't as bad or weird as we're led to believe. Maybe his parents, I don't know. I'm just like going on a rant now. We're jumping into another one. You guys want to be way ahead, full unedited reactions to this and other shows I do? Patreon link in front of me. If you're seeing it on YouTube, we're probably done or close to done with the entire series in full, unedited. Check the link in front of me as well as all the other shows on the channel. If not, comments down below. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
Hey, so I guess we won't be needing this thing anymore.
How you gonna bring that down? What's up, man? Get out the way. Did he rip PB's arm off, bro? What? Dang, bro. I wonder how far that went. That tower was high, bro. That might have went all the way to like the Ice Kingdom or something, bro. Dang, she's gone. Yeah, you can bring it back for sure. But that was a good episode, bro. That I don't need to talk too much about it because we just talked about it, but at the same time, just so we know, Finn needed that, bro. He really needed that. And then at the end of the day, PB knew he wasn't gonna, like, even if he got that, it wasn't gonna bring no closure for him. So she kind of helped him to realize that he would never realize that because he was never gonna find his dad again. Like, that dude could be anywhere. So that was a good episode, and that was a good thing from both PB and Finn, or not Finn.
And all of his trauma. Yeah. Yes! Go! She got black eye and her arm Let's go. Loki, that tower is literally like half the earth and shit, like across the half of it. Where is season 6 Marcy? We need that.
Who did that? Who did that? What? Run.